Who is a Babalawo, Adáhunṣe, and Oníṣègùn? Now, these are three different words that their responsibilities and their duties have been interchanged over the years, but they are different. Now, let me start with Oníṣègùn. Ogun in Yoruba is the English word. It's the Yoruba word for medicine. Okay, so traditional medicine, orthodox medicine, pharmaceutical medicine, whatever it is Ogun. Oníṣègùn is the one that does medicine, the one that practices medicine. So in layman's Yoruba, we say Oníṣègùn òyìnbó to refer to the orthodox doctors or orthodox medical practitioners. Then we say Oníṣègùn ìbílẹ̀, which is the traditional medical practitioners, and that's the one that we have, shortened to mean Oníṣègùn. So Oníṣègùn is just traditional medicine, healers, traditional medical practitioners, traditional medical nurses, and everybody in that group. They deal with roots and herbs, ewé àti egbò, to heal on every level that it comes. Now that is Oníṣègùn. The other word is Adáhunṣe. Adáhunṣe, ẹni tí ó ń dá nǹkan ẹ̀ ṣe. Adáhunṣe is a word for somebody that does it alone. He does it by himself. What does he do? He does his spiritual work. He does his ancestral work. He does his divination and everything by himself. He doesn't have any rules and regulations governing him. He doesn't work with any group. Nobody checks on him. He doesn't have any checks and balances, as it were. He just practices it based on what he feels is appropriate. Now, somebody might be asking, how does somebody get to practice spirituality at that level without having any guidance? Yes, some people inherited spiritual knowledge and practices. Some people were opportune to grow up around people that do spiritual works and practices, and they have learnt it to the letter, but they are not a part of any society, any group. They did not go through any formal training, as it were, in it, and they do their things themselves. Whatever it is, they do it by themselves, and they are not guided by any doctrine, any rules, any guidelines. They just do their things the way that they want it. That is Adáhunṣe. Now let's come to Babalawo. Baba Oni Awo. That's the word broken down. Baba is father. Oni is somebody that has something. Awo is a priesthood. So this is a man that is practicing spiritual work, but he belongs to a priesthood. He owns a part of a priesthood. He has learnt it. He was initiated into the priesthood, and he practices his spirituality based on the guidelines of the priesthood. He has checks and balances in the priesthood. He has people that can correct him. He has people that can call him to order. He has people with which they work together. Okay, so the Babalawos are more of an organized form of the Adáhunṣe. They might have the same knowledge, they might have the same practices, but Adáhunṣe does not have checks and balances. He doesn't belong to any society. He does his things by himself. No restrictions. As long as he thinks it's good, he does it. But Babalawo is more organized in that sense. He does things that are within the code and conduct of the priesthood, and there are several and various forms of that priesthood. Now, in that priesthood, it is not only men that belong there, you understand, but in another video, I have explained why the focus has been so much on men in spirituality, which wasn't like that originally in African spirituality or African religion, but borrowed Western culture and Western civilization here and there has made it like that. Now, we also have women present in those certain priesthoods. There are things that women can do that men might not be able to do. There are things that men can do that women will not be able to do, but they all belong to a priesthood that they have sworn an oath of secrecy, an oath of professionalism, an oath of humanity too. There you have it. Babalawo, Adáhunṣe, and Oníṣègùn. So next time you want to approach a spiritualist in the online space or in an offline space, it's okay to ask, Ṣé Babalawo ni yín o? Abadáhunṣe, Aboníṣègùn? And then they will tell you which one they are so that you know who exactly you're dealing with. You want to learn more about this? On this space, I would always teach you every episode something new about African spirituality, Yoruba religion, Ifa in particular, and Yoruba generally.